Welcome back to the City Guru. Japan is a bucket list destination for many travelers, but if you're not careful about when you go, your dream trip could quickly turn into a bit of a nightmare. In today's video, we're breaking down the 3 worst times to visit Japan, whether it's overcrowded cities, soaring prices, or even the risk of typhoons disrupting your plans. These periods can make your trip much more difficult than expected. But don't worry. I've got some insider tips to help you navigate Japan if you happen to find yourself there during these busy or unpredictable seasons. Stick around, because this info could save your next trip. Now, let's dive into the first time of year you might want to avoid. Japan's New Year holiday, Shōgatsu, celebrated from December 29th to January 3rd, is the most important holiday in the country. It's a time when locals return to their hometowns to spend time with family, similar to Christmas or Thanksgiving in the West. While this season holds a special cultural significance, it can create many challenges for travelers looking to experience Japan. The festive atmosphere is accompanied by widespread closures and logistical disruptions, making it far from ideal for sightseeing. One of the biggest surprises for tourists visiting Japan during the New Year is the sheer number of closures. Many restaurants, stores, and attractions shut down completely. For example, Kyoto Imperial Palace closes to the public for an entire week, and even ATMs in smaller towns might not be available. The closures extend to museums and cultural attractions, leaving tourists with limited options unless they plan ahead. Transportation networks become overwhelmed with locals traveling home and returning to the cities after the holidays. Airports, trains, and expressways all experience massive congestion, especially on December 29th to 31st and January 2nd to 4th. Accommodations also fill up months in advance, so expect higher prices and fewer options. Hatsumode, the first shrine visit of the year, is a significant cultural experience, but expect long waits. For example, at Atsuda Jinja in Nagoya, you might spend hours in line, but witnessing the rituals of prayer and buying a fukubukuro, lucky bag, can be a highlight of your trip. Planning is key. Book accommodation and transport well in advance, and always check opening hours for attractions you want to visit. If dealing with closures and crowds doesn't sound appealing, it might be best to steer clear of Japan during this time. Golden Week, which runs from late April to early May, is one of Japan's busiest travel seasons. It includes a series of public holidays, such as Showa Day, April 29th, Constitution Memorial Day, May 3rd, Greenery Day, May 4th, and Children's Day, May 5th. With so many people off work, locals and tourists alike take to the roads, making travel a challenge. During Golden Week, major tourist hotspots like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka experience massive crowds. Expect long wait times at popular tourist attractions, packed parks, and busy restaurants. Even lesser-known destinations will see a sharp increase in visitors. Hotel prices skyrocket, and if you haven't planned ahead, you might struggle to find accommodations. Transportation becomes a major hurdle. Trains, buses, and airports are jam-packed with travelers, and tickets can be difficult to secure at short notice. Highways are also filled with traffic jams, making road travel slow and frustrating. Consider heading to lesser-known destinations during Golden Week. While cities like Tokyo and Kyoto will be swamped, smaller towns and rural areas like Nara or Kanazawa offer a quieter experience. Another option is to focus on outdoor activities like hiking in the Japanese Alps or visiting less touristy temples. Try visiting popular attractions early in the morning or later in the evening when crowds have thinned out. Make sure to book transportation and accommodation well in advance to avoid disappointments. Obon, celebrated from August 13th to 16th, is a Buddhist holiday where families return to their hometowns to honor the spirits of their ancestors. While it's a culturally rich time to visit, it also brings heavy crowds, intense heat, and logistical challenges that can make traveling in Japan difficult. August is Japan's hottest month, with temperatures reaching as high as 41 degrees Celsius, 106 degrees Fahrenheit. The extreme heat, combined with high humidity, makes even casual sightseeing exhausting. This can lead to heat-related illnesses like dehydration or heat stroke if you're not careful. Additionally, Obon overlaps with Japan's typhoon season, which runs from June to October, with August and September being the most active months. Typhoons bring strong winds, heavy rain, and potential travel disruptions. For instance, Typhoon Shanshan in August 2024 caused widespread devastation, leaving up to 6 people dead and stranding tourists in Beppu as attractions and services shut down. Many tourists were left stuck with nothing to do as roads flooded and transportation was halted. Carry water, wear light clothing, and take breaks in air-conditioned spaces to stay cool in the extreme heat. Avoid crowded tourist hotspots by exploring smaller towns or coastal areas. Compared to New Year and Golden Week, Obon is more manageable as most businesses stay open. However, the combination of heat, crowds, and potential typhoons makes it one of the more challenging times to visit Japan. These are the 3 worst times to visit Japan, and while each offers unique cultural experiences, the massive crowds, high costs, and risks, such as typhoons, can make your trip less enjoyable. However, with careful planning and flexibility, you can still have a great experience. Have you visited Japan during one of these busy periods? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel tips. We appreciate your support more than you know.